Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do my Friday recap video for you guys. I've been pretty consistent with these week over week. And in this video, just like any other Friday recap video, what I normally do is rapid fire through some of these different platforms, give you some micro updates, let you know what's going on, my thoughts, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Of course, it goes without saying that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you are going to get into any of these platforms, just know that there is risk involved. So you should do your own research and due diligence. If you have the tolerance for risk and you want to get in, only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Okay, risk capital only. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon. That way you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. As you can see here real quick, Bitcoin holding steady above that 30K mark, up over 18% over the last 7 days. Ethereum doing pretty good as well, just under 13%. Up over the last 7 days, 1,800, but a little bit over 1,800, actually a little bit under 1,900 bucks. BNB unfortunately is kind of still struggling along here, 242 bucks. We'll see if it starts creeping up and hopefully approaching that $300 mark back where it was. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, you guys know there's a lot going on with Binance right now. So that being said, I've said it before, I'll say it again, whether the market is up or down or sideways, you got to find ways to make passive income because there is opportunity all around you if you're willing to look and you're willing to take a risk. Now, of course, I'm not telling you to take a risk. That's totally up to you. For me, over the last couple of years, some of you guys have been on this channel, been following me here now for quite a while. I had somebody message me saying, "Hey, I've been following you on your channel for the last 7 years," which is great. That's pretty awesome. But if you've been following me for that long, you know that I have a pretty high tolerance for risk. I go into things and sometimes we do well. Sometimes there's some issues that come up, but we keep it moving. And for me, as long as I keep it moving, I'm diversified. I'm okay. Now, again, you don't have to be as diversified as I am. If you have three, four, five things working for you, you should be all right. Me, I'm just into a lot of different things because I've learned a long time ago that if you put all your eggs in one basket, you're just asking for trouble. Okay, I've had situations happen to me over the last, 4, 5, 6, 7 years that I've been in this space where I've had, I wasn't diversified and I had all my eggs in one basket or two baskets, and issues came up, and it was a a financial hit, right? When you have a lot of different platforms working for you, if one or two take a hit, you really just, it doesn't really affect you at all because you have seven, eight, nine other things that are working for you. So anyway, we'll talk about that on another video. Let's go ahead and jump into things real quick. Now, before I jump into these passive platforms, I do want to hit on this right quick. This one here, I just posted a video. I don't know, I want to say 2 days ago. Was it yes? No. Yeah, like 2 days ago, I posted about Transact Card. And this to me, even though it's not a crypto platform per se, it is a cool tool to have in your wallet. It's a card that essentially you're using, you don't change any buying habits. You're doing what you're normally doing. You're going to the gas station, you're going to Dunkin' Donuts, you're going to Walmart, you're jumping on Amazon, you're buying travel, doing whatever you do with your debit card. But instead of just using your debit card and getting nothing back, you're actually getting, in this case, 2 Z bucks because they have a promotion where for the first year, yes, you heard me right, for the first year, you get 2 Z bucks for every dollar that you spend. So you're going to spend anyway. You're going to swipe your debit card anyway. You might as well get 2 Z bucks for every dollar you spend. And then you could turn around and take those Z bucks and go into their marketplace, which is called Z Club. And then you can purchase, all sorts of things in there. It's gonna have everything in there. Okay. Now again, it's not fully live yet today. They sent out an email yesterday saying that they were gonna put hundreds of, I think it was hundreds, right? They're gonna put hundreds of services and goods inside of the Z Club. They're still kind of in beta. They're testing it out. They want people to buy stuff. Just so they can kind of work out all the kinks. It fully goes live in November because again, we're still in pre-launch with this thing. It doesn't even go live until November. When we go live in November, everything is going to be working smooth. Z Club is going to be fully loaded. You can buy everything from diapers, shoes, handbags, all the way to travel, cruises, insurance. all sorts of things. Okay. So again, you're doubling, in this case, tripling your buying power because you're getting two Z bucks for one right now. But again, you're going to spend money anyway. You might as well accumulate a bunch of Z bucks. My goal is to accumulate a bunch of Z bucks before November when it goes fully live. Now I'm going to buy stuff in the Z Club right now while it's in beta. But when it fully goes live, then we're going to have some fun because again, I use my card all day long. I'm buying stuff online. I'm on Amazon. I'm at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm doing all sorts of things, right? So again, I'm going to spend this money anyway. I'm going to swipe my card anyway. Why not accumulate Z bucks, which I could turn around and get stuff for? Now again, there's two opportunities here. You can be a customer, right? In which case you can rack up a bunch of Z bucks. Matter of fact, you can still even refer people as a customer. Every person you refer who uses their card, you're going to get 500 Z bucks. Or you can be what they're calling a DBO. And what a DBO is someone that's building a team, and you can build a network of people. Anytime someone swipes their card inside of your network, I believe it's 5 or 6 levels down. Again, I haven't even looked too deeply into the compensation plan. I've just been looking at it from a benefit standpoint because this is something I looked at and said, whether I build a team or not, whether I refer anyone or not, I'm probably going to use this because I use my card all day long. So I haven't really looked at the affiliate side too much, but I believe it's 5 or 6 levels down. Anyone swipes their card, you're going to get a little piece. Okay. You're going to get a basis point and you're getting paid just like the bank. That's how banks get paid. They get paid on all their fees, right? How'd you like to be on the other end of that now when people are swiping their card? Because they're going to swipe all day long, right? They're going to swipe all day long forever. They're going to buy gas. They're going to do all the stuff that they do with their card. Now you get a small fee, right? So we'll talk about the comp plan in another video, but this is something you should check out. Now, the drawback is it's only in the US. Not that it's a drawback, but the caveat is it's only in the US right now. So only US members. Will they expand internationally later? That's what they said they would. But for right now, it's a USA based only. So it's not available outside of the US. So I'll leave a link for this down below. Check it out. It's pretty cool. And again, it doesn't even launch officially until November, but you can use the card. You can take it to ATM, you can take it to Walmart, take it to wherever, okay, and use the card. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into some other things we're into. Okay, Pulse. This one here, it's just kind of trending in the same direction. Matter of fact, let's take a look at Pulse. Pulse Chain. I should have pulled up Pulse X as well, but Pulse Chain. This one here. Let's see here for the last. Let me refresh this. Let me see if I can refresh. My Wi-Fi is terrible right now. They're doing something. I think the Wi-Fi company is doing something, and it's super slow right now. But yeah, Pulse Chain PLS. Okay, it's down. I think it's actually the same price as it was during the sacrifice phase. I think Pulse X is down right now, lower than the price it was during the sacrifice. Um, But it is what it is. This is a long-term play for a lot of people. Not for everyone, but for a lot of people, it's a long-term play. See if this is pulling up here. Let's take a look at the last. Let's see if it pulls it up. I know it's down. Okay, but I just want to show you kind of the chart here. It's down from where it was. Obviously, right? You don't even have to go on CoinMarketCap to see that it's down. All you got to do is go to the site, and it tells you, where it's at. But again, this is a long-term play, so I'm not really thinking of selling right now. Okay, especially because it's down. I may sell a little bit here, a little bit there, but as far as selling my whole position, no, I'm not really going to do that. I think there's still opportunity here. And again, this is a long-term play. I'm talking about 6, 12, 18 months, 24 months down the road. Okay. I mean, if you look at Hex, because I wanted to compare here. Now, of course, apples and oranges, but from the same person, same community. If you look at Hex, Hex was down. I don't know. It was trending sideways for a long time. Okay. Let's see if I go to all here. So you can see it launched in December 2019. It really didn't take off until April 21. Is that right? Yes, December 2019. This was like the first year, December 2020. It was still kind of trending sideways, not really spiking, right? And then another after December 2010, 2020, not until May. So after a year, another 5 months or so, 5 or 6 months, and then it started to take off, and then it spiked up here. So for a year and a half, maybe a little bit under a year and a half, nothing was really happening. Now, to be fair, it didn't dip either, right? Unlike Pulse and Pulse X that have taken a hit. But my point is, it didn't take off for about, what, 15, 16, 17 months. Then it really took off. Will that happen with Pulse X? I don't know, but it's the same team, same same community for the most part. Um, will this take off in 18 months or 16 months? I don't know. I don't know. But I think the opportunity is still, down the road. Now, I'm not telling you to sell, I'm not telling you to buy, do what you want to do. I know what I'm going to do, right? And I'm not saying that I'm not going to sell, right? I'll sell here and there, okay? But I think the opportunity is still down the road. Um, Now, again, no guarantees, don't have a crystal ball, but I'm not going to be selling my whole position just yet. Okay. All right, guys. So we'll talk about Pulse on another video, standalone video. Drip right now, you can see here, Drip sitting at 27 cents. So it has dipped below that 30-cent mark that it's been at for quite a while. Um, the DDD contract, the DDD countdown hasn't been launched yet. So I know Forex, he said, we're working on a couple of things and then we're going to start the countdown. But I don't know, there's no time frame. Okay, there's no set date on when that countdown is going to start or when this thing is going to launch. To their defense, not that I'm defending anybody, right? But to their defense, DDD wasn't really their project. And I think he posted about this somewhere. Someone sent it to me, but he did say, and I knew that DDD was originally not their project. It was from a few of the community members in the Reap DAO. And obviously, when you're getting something that's already built and you're reviewing it and you want to make some changes, you do need to rewrite a whole lot of code. Okay. It's not like they were starting from scratch and they were building it from the get-go and writing the code the way they wanted it. They already got it. They wanted to make some changes, so they had to go back in there and just rewrite a whole bunch of code. I don't know how many lines of code, but a lot. And so that causes some delays. Okay. So again, if this was something that he was building from the get, obviously he wouldn't have to rewrite any code. He would just write it the way he wants it, and then he would be able to launch it. And even things that they have started from the get-go and they started from scratch, there was some delays still, right? So you could imagine something that they're getting that was pretty much already built, but they wanted to make changes. Now they have to go back in, rewrite a whole bunch of it. It does take a little bit longer. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm still excited about it when it launches, whenever it launches. We're going to be getting into it because, again, it does, number one, gamify the faucet, but number two, it does support the price of drip, takes a lot of drip out of circulation, locks it up in the faucet, as you guys know. And there's an opportunity to play the game and win the jackpot, right? You can come in for a very small amount, get lucky, get a max wallet, and next thing you know, you put in very little, you've gotten a lot of gains. Not saying that's going to happen for you or for me or guarantee that that's going to happen, but it's going to happen for somebody, right? There's going to be, I think, 6 winners per round, and there's like, what is it, 4 to 6 rounds per day or something like that. Um, so yeah, the jackpot's going to be pretty cool. So it is a way to gamify the faucet. But that being said, the faucet is doing its thing. It's been around for 2 years plus. Airdrop function for the new UI is working perfectly fine. I've had no complaints. I've used it already. And yeah, we're going to continue doing what we're doing with drip and the faucet. Okay, this has been a rock and cornerstone in our portfolio now for 2+ years. So I'll leave a buddy address down below. Of course, we'll see what happens here with the DDD contract. I'm sure it'll launch, at some point. We just have to, let them do what they're doing. And while they're doing that, we have a lot of other stuff that's keeping our attention. Um, even, besides the faucet. So we'll talk about that whenever, we start getting closer to that. Animal Farm, haven't really done too many updates with the Animal Farm because I haven't really done anything with it. I have my pigs and dogs parked in here and basically just pulling BNB and BUSD dividends out. And once they launch the DDD contract, the next in the queue to launch or to start talking about is Piggy Plinko. So, once they do that, start talking about the animal farm a lot more once we get to that point. But these two things are, the faucet, the animal farm doing what they're doing. Let's talk about Bit Sports. This one here, I just made another deposit into Bit Sports today. This is a platform that once you make a deposit, you earn on that deposit until you hit 300%. So we've surpassed that 300% amount a couple of times. And yeah, this one here is doing what it's doing. You get paid up to 2.4% per day, depending on your membership. There is a binary attached to it, as you guys will probably already know. If you want to get paid on that binary, a couple things you need to do. You need to make sure you sponsor someone personally on your right, sponsor someone personally on your left. They have to be active, each active with at least a personal deposit of $10. Once they're active, then you're qualified to earn on the binary. Okay. So again, Bit Sports continuing to do its thing. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. Not really. I know they did again, they do 3 live Zooms every single week. Monday and Thursday, they do a live Zoom overview where they talk about the platform, the compensation plan. But on Wednesday, they do a live technical Zoom with people on their corporate team in which they show, how they earn revenue. So again, there's plenty of Zooms to plug into, but this one here has been doing its thing, very, very aggressive. The fact that it pays up to 2.4% a day should tell you that it's a little bit more on the risky side. But if you're okay with that, then go ahead and jump in. USDT TRC20, by the way, is what you have to deposit. And of course, you're withdrawing out USDT TRC20. Okay. All right, guys. So BitSport's doing its thing. I'll leave a link for this down below if you want to check it out. GS Partners. This one here, I've been posting a lot inside of our Telegram. I posted a cool video earlier today that talked about the elemental certificates and how they work. But this one here has been growing like crazy. Okay, now a couple quick things I just want to tell you about, or questions that I've been getting a lot, and other people have been asking about them. Probably it might help you if you're watching this video. Number one, is the $33 or 33 USDT monthly membership mandatory? No, it's not. Okay, only if you're going to build a team, only if you're going to leverage a referral link and you're going to share it with other people, then you should get yourself the monthly membership, or you can actually pay for it for the whole year, pay for it 6 months in advance, pay for it a quarter in advance, totally up to you. If you're going to be purely passive and you don't plan on sharing this with anybody, you're not going to talk to anybody, you don't have to really get the membership. The membership is if you're an active member, aka an affiliate that's referring people and building a team. Okay. Now, that being said, should you build a team? If you can, if it's possible, and you can share this with other people, I would definitely recommend it. Right. Even if you're not gonna share it with a whole lot of people, but you're gonna maybe put in family members or create a structure where you have maybe, let's say, your wife or your husband and maybe your kid. Obviously, if they're over 18, right, because they do KYC, then you're going to need a referral link, right? And I would definitely recommend, if you can, to sponsor your wife or husband, maybe your kid. That way you can rack up on these free certificates, because the way it works right now is you purchase 3 certificates, the 4th one is free, but then your sponsor gets a free certificate as well. So like for me, I have 6 accounts, right? 6 accounts, each of them with a minimum of, I think, 12 or 13,000. Total, I have over 50,000 that I put into this, not counting referrals, just my money. I put over 50,000 in. My top account has gotten like 28 or 29 free, maybe even 30. If I check, I haven't even checked that account actually, but that account has gotten like 30 free light certificates. So technically, all I got to do is go in there and just start buying the block folios, buying the blocks, and not even have to worry about buying certificates, right? For that particular account. So again, if you can, put in your spouse, put in your, you know, your son or daughter, something like that, if they're over 18, and get yourself in a position where you're not only double dipping on what you're putting in, but you're getting the free certificate. So even if you're not going to build a team and share with outside people or other people, it's still probably worth it for you to do it. Okay. Just my opinion. You don't have to, totally up to you. So again, that $33 a month membership, it's totally up to you if you want to leverage it. Okay. By the way, that membership is totally commissionable. So again, outside of people actually funding their certificate, buying certificates and funding their certificates and, going in so they can get a weekly payout, just on that monthly membership, if you look at the structure, and this is good for you network marketers, just on that monthly membership, if you have a 3x3 example that goes down 9 levels. Now, why am I picking 9 levels? Because the comp plan pays you 9 levels. So if you have a 3 who get 3 example down 9 levels just on that membership, it's over $51,000 a month in residual income just on that membership. Okay. Um, Powerful. Okay. Now, if you add in certificates where you can rack up free certificates and you get paid on the load, right? Because you're loading these certificates up. Just on your first level, you're getting an 18% direct commission on your on people when they're loading up their certificates. I mean, you can look at the comp plan and play the math and pull out a calculator. It's aggressive. And again, this is not counting, if you hit a certain rank, there's a lot of I've been posting about that as well in my Telegram. You hit a certain rank, there's a lot of money on the table that you get just for hitting the rank. And you get that every single month just for being at that rank. Okay. That's why people are looking to rank up. It's powerful. Now, again, you don't want to participate in that. You don't have to. You can, even if you just get the first block, you're still making 5% a week. That's 20% a month. If you don't even purchase any other blocks, just that first block, you're making 20% a month. I mean, it's huge. And again, this thing has been running for 2.5 years. Say what you want to say about it. I mean, it's been running. It's been running for 2.5 years. So it's proven that it's been able to be sustainable, because the last 2.5 years hasn't been the greatest in the market. A lot of platforms in the last 2.5 years, because they couldn't sustain the downturn, the bear market, a lot of them have fallen by the wayside. This one here has sustained the bear market over the last 2.5 years, and it's kicking butt. It's doing well. So again, we have a solid team here. The other thing I wanted to mention real quick is, I know we talked about in some of my videos that I posted in Telegram, we show depositing in USDT TRC20. There's other tokens that you can deposit. Okay, so for example, I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they were saying, "Well, I can't, get USDT TRC." Now, I don't know exactly what their situation was where they couldn't, get USDT TRC20. But I said, look, there's other tokens you can put in, get you some Ethereum, get you some Bitcoin, get you some BNB, right, on Binance Smart Chain. You can deposit that. You're good to go. So again, there's so many options. If you look at the dashboard, there's a lot of options of different tokens and coins that you can put in. So if you can't put in USDT TRC20 for whatever reason, pick one of the other coins you can, and get deposit through there. So we'll talk about this a lot more. Our team, by the way, we do a live Tuesday overview every Tuesday evening at 8:30 p.m. We do a live overview, and we also do a training every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So again, every week there's something going on. This is outside of the corporate Zooms and all that other stuff. Just the team, we do 2 Zooms a week that you can plug into and learn about this particular platform. So super excited about this. We'll talk about this more as we move forward. But again, I'll leave a link down below if you want to check this out. By the way, you have to do KYC. Okay, the KYC, by the way, is super quick, right? It takes like, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes to do it. And then within 24 to 48 hours, you should get an email saying you're approved. Now, I say 24 to 48 hours because I'd rather, under promise and over deliver. The truth is, a lot of people have gotten approved, including myself, the same day, like in a couple of hours. Okay, but 24 to 48 hours, you should be good to go. And you should be ready to rock and roll. So anyway, we'll talk about GS Partners more. Just wanted to give you a quick update and let you know how we were progressing with it. Because again, we have just jumped into this. It's new to our, even though it's not new to the marketplace, it's new to our channel, new to our portfolio. So we'll talk about this more as we move forward. Quick update for Vortec United. As you guys know, they are, they're starting to move into their phase 2, right? They're calling it their phase 2. Lots of cool stuff. There's a promo right now that just started where you can win all expense paid business class tickets hotel, all expense paid to their next mega event in Istanbul, Turkey. Why Istanbul, Turkey? That's where their one of their home offices are. And yeah, this one here has been doing great. You can make up to 1.8% daily, depending on what portfolio they're in. Now they're calling it a portfolio in this platform, plan, package, whatever you want to call it. You get paid up to 1.8% daily, depending on which plan you're in. And once your plan ends, you get 80% of your deposit back in your wallet, which is pretty cool. So this one here, we're super excited about. We've had no issues whatsoever. We're inching towards our next rank, which is awesome. It'll trigger a super fat bonus, which is cool. But again, the reason we're able to do that is we have a lot of other people on our team that are inching closer and closer and hitting their ranks. So yeah, this one here has been doing phenomenal. It does have a super cool compensation plan as well. Pays a matching bonus every single day. But again, if you want to be purely passive, you can certainly do that as well. So Vortec United doing its thing. Little by little, they're going to start to implement some of the changes for their phase two. So again, make sure you're plugged into their Telegram so you're in the loop with what's happening. I believe they're creating a new website. At least that's what they said. Um, so again, we'll keep you updated on that once they start releasing some of that intel. But Vortec United doing its thing. If you want to check it out, I will leave a link down below. Verse Network. This is another platform that we recently just jumped into. Very, very new platform in the space. You can make up to 15% per month. Yeah, it's been no issues or complaints whatsoever. So far it's been very, very smooth. Withdrawals have been pretty quick. Once you make a withdrawal request, it hits your wallet the same day, a couple of hours after. And again, it's USDT TRC20 in and out. And yeah, this one here has been doing great. I've had no issues whatsoever. A lot of people are coming on board. A lot of leaders are coming on board. It's been crazy to watch. As new as it is, over 10,000 members globally already. They surpassed, and they just recently are bringing on some pretty big heavy hitters, some pretty big leaders that are coming to the table. So again, if you want to get into something that's really, really early, check out the Verse Network. I'll leave a link for this down below as well. CloudFi, latest update on this one here. This is working. Instant withdrawals. The latest update from their Telegram, they just added a whole bunch of new tokens that you can deposit and I believe withdraw as well. So again, I posted that over in our Telegram. You can check it out. But I think they added like 10 plus coins or tokens that you can now deposit in and withdraw. But this one's doing its thing. I just did a pretty big withdrawal earlier today. Um, yeah, I mean, there's no real major updates from my last video. This thing is working Monday through Friday. It pays out 1.25% per day. Now, if you're a team leader, you can get paid on the weekends passive profits as well. But even if you're not, still 25% a month, nothing to sneeze at. This one here is doing its thing. So if you like instant withdrawal platforms, this is the one to check out. I'll leave a link for this down below. ETF Pool, as I mentioned in my last update video, they just started a promotion for Dubai. If you want to have an all expense paid trip to Dubai, your first level, I believe it's 40,000 in new business, if I'm not mistaken. I posted it over in our Telegram, so you can check it out. They put together a nice promo, like a little PDF on this promo, so it's pretty awesome. But you can have an all expense paid trip to Dubai for just doing a little bit of work. And again, this platform pays out up to 1.1% per day. So this one here has been smooth as well. I believe it's if I'm not mistaken, week 5. So it's only been out for 5 weeks. Still very, very new. Still, if you like to get into things that are new, this is something that's been working very smooth. Have no issues whatsoever. And again, they do quite a bit of live Zooms as well, so you can check them out. ETF Pool doing its thing. Talk a little bit about one of these OG platforms that I've been in for quite a bit. They just did a bunch of burns with their couple different tokens they have in their ecosystem. By the way, this is IX Global. If you don't know, IX Global is the marketing arm for the debt box. You can see here they burned DLG token. So if you're holding DLG token, they burned, how much did they burn? $1.1 million worth of DLG token. If you have Bev, which is another license that you can get, and you can mine these Bev tokens. They burned 17 million. So $17.2 million they just burned the other day. Um, I think they burned NatG as well. Well, blocks first. For blocks, they burned $22.2 million worth of blocks token. For aluminum, 12.9, so almost $13 million worth of aluminum tokens. XPLR, a lot of you guys are holding XPLR, or you're mining XPLR. $12.5 million worth of XPLR tokens were burned the other day. And NatG, a lot of you guys, including myself, mining NatG. Look at this. Let's see here. How much did they burn? $32 million worth of NatG tokens. And last but not least, the OG token, outside of the actual debt token itself, Black Gold, they burned $50.8 million worth of Black Gold tokens. Okay, 9.6 billion. That's billion, not with a B, not with an M. 9.6 billion BGLD tokens were removed from circulation. So, yeah, this is another platform where you just got to let them do what they're doing, let the tokenomics play out. Long term, 6, 12, 18 months, it'll be fun to see where these tokens are at. Of course, no guarantees. I'm making a price prediction here, okay, but we'll see where they're at. Myself, I'm just mining away, accumulating, and having fun with it. So again, just a quick update for the debt box and IX Global. If you want to purchase one of these mining licenses, create your IX Global account. You can purchase your license right from your IX Global back office. And once you do that, it'll create automatically an account for you with the debt box. Your two accounts will link up via your email address. And again, you can check out your team, your binary pay, et cetera, on your IX Global website, back office. And you can check out how your tokens are doing in your debt box back office. You can utilize and leverage those two back offices together. Thinking if I missed anything. No, not really. I think that this is doing its thing. We'll talk about this more as we move forward. Taygeta, this is another new platform that I just jumped into. 20 to 30% a month is what you could earn passively. Of course, if you build out the network, there's I think 4 or 5 ways you can get paid as an active affiliate. This one here has been doing, it's been doing what it's doing. This is an online casino, so it's a little bit different. You're not earning from, crypto trading or Forex trading or arbitrage or bots or mining. You're actually getting a piece of the casino and getting paid just like the casino. As people lose on their casino website, this is their website for their passive platform, but they have a separate site for their actual casino, which people can go on there. They can play blackjack, poker, a whole bunch of stuff, right? You can play with people, from across the world, play live games. As people lose, because people will lose, the house always wins, as we know, right? The casino always wins. As people lose, you get a little piece of that. So this one here is a little bit different, but it's a way for you to make passive income, and it's brand new. So if you want to check out Taygeta, I will leave a link for this down below as well. Muquant, the price of the MUQT token, I think it's an all-time high today. Which is not surprising because it's kind of been creeping little by little every single day. So again, right now the price is just under 11 cents. This one here, you can make up to 15% per month, depending on your package. And then if the price of the MUQT tokens continue to rise, and again, it's not skyrocketing, it's just an organic growth. It's growing little by little, but it's moving up, right? You can make gains, via the price of the actual token itself also. Of course, there's a comp plan attached to it, right? But again, if you want to make passive income, you can certainly do that. So again, we'll talk about Muquant on another video. Liquidix, this is another platform. This one you make up to 7.5%, not exactly 7.5, but up to, right? Up to 7.5% per month. So it's not the most aggressive platform, but it's okay. It's good to round out your portfolio. Some of these platforms you're in, you might be making 3% a day, 5% a day. Some of you guys like to jump into these 10% a day deals, which is great. Nothing wrong with that. But Why not round out your portfolio with something that's a little bit quote unquote more conservative? I mean, but if you think about it, 7.5%, up to 7.5% per month, where are you going to get that in the real world? Your bank pays you 1% a year, right? So it's still, it's still powerful to have in your portfolio. It does have a comp plan, okay? And to be fair, I probably should be talking about this platform a lot more. I've just been caught up with a couple of other stuff that I've been doing, but we'll talk about Liquidix more as we move forward. But this one here, it is working. It's a working platform. It pays out, and it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. The other platforms I was going to talk about, it obviously I can't. I was going to do another. I might do a Telegram video, but there's a couple of platforms that I'm in that can't be talked about publicly. They're private platforms. All three of them. There's three of them I'm in that are purely private, not allowed to talk about publicly, but they're all doing super duper well. One of them I've been in for over a year, just solid results every single week, week in, week out, week in, week out. It's been solid. I've been in it for over a year. The other one is a sports betting platform, and they're running a promo right now. Pretty cool promo. You have about 2.5 months, maybe just under 2.5 months to win an all expense paid trip to the Caribbean. And then the other one is just crushing it. When I talk about crushing it, I'm talking about crushing it, man. They have the results, the amount of people that are doing well with that platform is just mind-boggling, right? I've never seen anything like it. And it's just continuing to grow. So if you're in our Telegram, you'll know what these platforms are because I post about them pretty often in there. So jump into our Telegram. But that one is just doing, it's mind blowing. It really is. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just a recap video. I know I went into a couple more details than I normally do on some of these different platforms, but I have to do it. There's a lot to go into, and some of you guys are looking for this content. You're thinking about whether or not you should get in or not, or maybe you're already in and you're looking for some content, some information, some news. So I had to go a little bit longer on this one. So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, I'll leave links for all this stuff down below. As always, do your own research, do your own due diligence. Only get in, guys, with risk capital, funds you can afford to lose. And yeah, make sure you're following me on Telegram. I'll leave a link for that down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. Okay? All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.